Hello, everyone out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows I. Of course, I'm Diego. And today, let's finish talking about, and just like crap, Season 2, Episode 2. What was the name of this fucking episode? I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit, neither do you. Nobody gives a shit. All right? This show is a fucking abortion. Okay? It was conceived as an abortion. It was conceived as a cash grab, which is, in itself, that's not a bad idea. I mean, if you can find a popular IP, you know, that's already got an established fan base that is just waiting, just hoping and praying for some new material from an old franchise that was beloved, then, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is that's not what they gave us. They gave us something totally different. This is not about catching up with the fucking sluts from the fucking late 90s, early 2000s. Okay? This is about watching a bunch of fucking old ladies go gay. That's basically what it is. Okay, that's all it fucking is, all right? This isn't about empowering women. It's not about feminism. It's not about fucking, you know, women, being in charge of their own sexuality for a change. No, this is all about fucking LGBTQ fucking bullshit is what it is. That's all it's about. Okay, that's all this fucking show is about, okay? It was Candace Bushel has nothing to do with this, okay? This was fucking a Sex and the City sequel that was actually a disguise for a gay show. That's what it is, okay? This is Michael Patrick King's fucking jerk-off session, okay? That's what this fucking show. It's all about the fucking trans. It's all about the fucking pride. That's all this fucking shit is. Now, I know that Sex and the City always had a highly established gay fucking fan base, okay? The show wasn't made for guys like me. It was made for a bunch of middle-aged, unattractive women that think they still got it. Okay, and it was made for gay guys. Okay, that's it. No heterosexual men were involved in the creation of the show, in the writing of the show. Okay, at all. Okay, so my voice was definitely not represented on this fucking show, and that's the reason I started reviewing it. Okay, because even back in the day, okay, I'm old. All right. Back in the day, you know, I watched this show when it first came out. I'm actually younger than those women, okay? And I was a young man. I was in my 20s. I just got out of the Marines. I was going to college. I was working downtown Chicago, okay? I worked with a lot of people, young people my age, you know, that were struggling. They wanted to be comedians. They wanted to be actors. They wanted to be musicians. You know, they were in a band, you know, all sorts of people like that I worked with, okay? And a lot of the hot women, models, yeah, a lot of the hot women that I worked with and I went to school with, they watched Sex and the City. And they would always talk about it. Okay, and I was the only like straight guy in that conversation that actually watched the episode 2 and knew what was going on. Okay, so I would tell them my opinion. I would give them my point of view. Okay, which is the point of view they didn't get. They didn't get it. And when they were talking to their gay friends about it, they didn't fucking get it. They talked to their girlfriends about it. They didn't fucking understand it from my point of view. Okay, I was the one that was actually telling them the truth. Now, this is bullshit. Now, if it was correct, I told them. I was like, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Hell, I've done that myself. You know, if it was right. Okay, but if it wasn't right. This is bullshit. This is written by a gay guy. This is what a gay guy thinks fucking straight men are. This is what fucking, you know, a below average looking woman in New York who fucking gives away her pussy. And then, of course, a lot of guys are going to take it. You know, what the fuck? Doesn't mean they're going to give a shit about her. Okay, they're going to fucking take her pussy. And then now she thinks she's all hot shit. You know, and then as she gets older, she realizes, oh my God, you know, like the high value guys aren't really attracted to me. And the guys that I really am in love with, like the guys that I really want to love me, don't love me. Well, men are just assholes then, okay? And just write a book about that. Okay, that's basically what Sex and the City was, okay? You know, I've said it before, but real quickly I'll say it again. It's not, if you're an average looking woman, or even a below average looking woman, it's not difficult to get laid. Okay, women are the gatekeepers of sex. Okay, not us, not the men. Okay, we don't just get to decide who get to fuck. Okay, the women decide that. Okay, the women decide that. Okay, the only difference between women in the past, you know, and the women today is that women today are more likely to be more aggressive in going towards the guys that they want. In other words, a woman is more likely to hit on a guy today than in the past. In the past, they would, like, you know, just make themselves beautiful and try to get the right guy to approach them, where today they just go up to the guy. You know, they like a guy, they like a hot guy, they're just gonna go up and start flirting with him. Okay? And because that makes it so much easier for us men, you know, the small percentage of men that actually women find attractive right away, okay? That small percentage of men, most men are not like this, but that small percentage of men that women just come up to, okay? So an average looking girl is going to come up to him, and if he's got nothing better to do, yeah, he'll say, yeah, I'll fuck you, sure, no problem. Let's go. You know? So now this woman's ego's all swollen because she'll go, oh my God, that guy fucked me, you know? That must mean I'm a 10. You know, and now she thinks she's all fucking that. Okay, until she finds out that guy actually prefers women that are better looking than her, okay, younger than her, prettier than her, nicer than her, and now she feels like, oh, he used me. He's an asshole. They're assholes. You see what I mean? And that's what happens. That's what happens. And Sex and the City promoted that message. Okay, that all women are 10s. Bull fucking shit. You know what happens when every woman's a 10? No one is. Okay, and I'm the first one to admit it. Not all guys are fucking 10s. I get it. Okay, I get it. But most guys get it. That's the thing, ladies. Most guys get it. That's the difference between men and women. Okay, at least in American Western civilization, especially on this fucking show. Men, we understand that we have to do something exceptional before you will fucking be attracted to us. Okay? If we're average, then we better find something about us that's not average. Okay? Because you're not going to look at us or pay attention to take us seriously if we don't have anything to offer you. Okay? Every fucking guy out there, every straight guy out there you're going to come across has a fucking dick. Okay? So they can easily offer you that. Okay? Every guy can offer you that. Okay? What else do we got? That's the thing about men. That's what we have to find that out within ourselves. And that's what we have to bring to the table. That's what we have to fucking present to you. What do we have that every other guy doesn't have? You see, that's what makes us special. That's what makes us unique. Okay? And I always said before, like, if you're good at something, you never do it for free. Okay? So if I'm good at designing buildings, then I'm going to become a professional. If I'm a professional architect, I've got something to contribute to you. Okay? I'm an architect. Okay? I've earned it. I worked hard for it. I'm good at it. Okay? Therefore, I have value to women. Okay? Now, I'm saying women are interested in architecture. Most women are not. Okay? But they are interested in dating a man who is an architect. That means he went to school for it. That means he's getting paid for it. That means there's something about him that's special. That means he can provide a comfortable life for her because he is an established professional. You see what I mean? Okay, that's what's exceptional about him. Okay, and that's the way women tend to go. We have to do something, okay, to be exceptional to women. Okay, either the guy has to look really fucking good, or he's got to, have an entourage of women that all want him. Thereby, if he sleeps with you, then you're in that group now. You're in the group of women that he's fucked, which is an exclusive group. Okay, if you're like a fucking Brad, how many women have fucked Brad Pitt? Probably a lot of women. Okay, but if you are one of the women that fucked Brad Pitt, you are now a part of that. Okay, yeah. I'm also one of the women that I'm up there with Angelina Jolie and Juliette Lewis and whoever the fuck else you see what I mean? That's the difference, okay? So what do we bring to the table? We have to do something exceptional. If you're an average looking girl, you don't have nothing. Bring your pussy. That's it. That's it. Bring your pussy. See, it's not difficult. Therefore, because the sexual dynamics are completely different, okay, women and men are equal, but we are not the same. Therefore, things that a woman finds attractive in a man are not the same things that a man's going to find attractive in a woman. You see what I mean? It's too complete. We put more emphasis on looks. What do you think I'm always talking about on this channel? About looks, about what does a woman look like? If she's ugly, I'll fucking tell you. If she's hot, I'll fucking tell you. Okay, you know why? Because men put more emphasis on looks. I'm not saying women don't. Okay, but a man's looks is probably not going to fucking pay the bills. Okay? You see what I mean? He's got to provide more than just that. Unless it's just a one-night stand. If it's just like a quick fuck, yeah, okay, fine, whatever, okay? And that goes both ways. I've had those too, okay? But I'm saying if you're talking about long-term, okay, I'm gonna spend my life with this guy. This guy's important to me. He's not like the other guys. This guy's like really important to me. Then we have to have something more than just our looks. Okay, whereas a guy, oh, hey, listen, is she a slut? No. First of all, does she look good? Yes. Is she a slut? And by that, has she fucked my friends? Okay, or anyone that I know? No, she hasn't? Okay. Fine. Is she treat me good? Yes. Okay. Is she a good person? I mean, is she covered in tattoos? Okay. Does she fucking owe money to the IRS? Is there warrants out for her arrest? Okay. Does she have fucking diseases? Does she have a fucking, that kind of shit. All right. Does she have a fucking kid living with her fucking parents somewhere out of state? That she abandoned? Okay. Is she a good person? Okay. Does she have a criminal record? That kind of stuff, okay? We look at all that kind of stuff, all right? That's what we determine what's a good mate for us. We don't give a shit. I didn't put in there, is she college educated? Is she a professional? Does she earn 6 figures? Okay, notice we didn't put that on there because we don't give a fuck. You see what I mean? That's the difference. That's the difference, okay? Anyway, I'm Diego. I'm going to give you a straight man's point of view, okay? This show does not take that into account. You know why? Because there's no fucking straight men involved in the writing of this show. Okay, these are not real straight men. These are caricatures of what they think straight men is. And there's no men on this show. These are all women. These are all women or gay guys pretending to be straight. That's all this fucking show is. Okay, therefore I got a lot to say. Okay, I'm the only fucking testosterone you're gonna get in this fucking show is watching me review it. Okay, because there's definitely none in this fucking show at all. At least there was a little bit in Sex and the City. There's none on this fucking show. Okay, there's none. This is just a fucking spin-off of goddamn fucking Queer as Folk. That's all this fucking shit is. Fucking Orange is the New Black. That's all this fucking shit is. That's all it is. All right. I'm gonna give you a straight man's point of view. Like I said, a point of view you never got, okay? And I'm not gonna censor myself, so you're easily offended. Get the fuck out of here right now, okay? I will not censor myself, okay? I don't know who you are, okay? I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm just telling you the truth from a straight guy's point of view, okay? Because your husband ain't gonna tell you this shit. Your boyfriend ain't gonna tell you this shit, okay? They're not, but I am, okay? So if you really want to know what guys think about this show, and just like crap, okay, I'm gonna fucking tell you, okay? I'm gonna give you the fucking truth, straight up, baby, with no lube. The real question you need to ask yourself is, can you handle it? Can you handle the truth? Because I don't think you can. In fact, I know you can. I know you can. But you're gonna get it anyway. All right, moving right along, all right? Here we go. Okay, now where we leave off last time. Lyle. Who the fuck is Lyle? Okay, Lyle. Okay, yes. All right, Miranda. So Miranda, of course, wearing her fucking green fucking gonorrhea hat. I think Gilligan's Island, but with the green one, okay? And she took her ugly fucking cellulite fucking ass to the beach to clean it up because some woman that she met, some highly tattooed woman that she met at fucking AA meeting, remember? She's not an alcoholic anymore. She cured herself by reading that book, The Feminist Guide to Fucking Quitting Alcohol. Yeah, but she went to an AA meeting anyway because she's bored because her girlfriend, that land whale thing, is too busy working on her show, her pilot for a fucking sitcom called Shay Pasa, who gives a fuck, okay, with Tony Danza from Who's the Boss. All right. Anyway, so while she's bored sitting out there fucking in LA with nothing to do, she goes to an AA meeting. She meets a fucking highly tattooed up fucking ex-addict there who invites her to come with her to clean up the fucking beach. And by that means pick up all the seaweed, all the fucking trash, all the pollution and shit on the beach, to pick it up, bag it, and clean up the fucking beach, okay? So she decides to fucking do that because, they're liberals. All right. So that's what happens, okay? So she goes to the beach and she's there. Blah, 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 okay, and she loses her fucking cell phone there. Now, the girl that invited her was also her ride, because Miranda doesn't have a car out there, but the girl fucking bailed on her, so something happened, she got to go, so she figured Miranda would get an Uber back to her house, okay, that she's living in with that fucking land whale that looks basically like Fred Flintstone with lipstick on, okay. Anyway, it turns out she lost her phone on the beach, so now she's going through all the fucking garbage she picked. She cannot find her phone anywhere because she's a fucking dumbass. So she goes to some fucking stoners that are there, some beach bum stoners. They let her borrow her phone, and anyway, she gets a hold of Shay. Shay has to go meet Tony Danza to talk about the sitcom, okay? Miranda was supposed to go too, but she can't make it now because she's fucking got no phone and she's stuck out on the fucking beach. So Shay cannot miss that dinner date with Tony Danza. So she says, okay, I'm going to go to the dinner date. I'm going to send somebody to the beach to come pick you up, all right? So that's what she does. So Miranda's just standing there on the beach, okay, waiting for somebody to come pick her up, all right? So she's there, a purple fucking truck shows up, okay? Now, am I saying this because they're in California? But I guess, or am I just saying this because it looks fucking gay? Well, both, okay? What the fuck kind of a straight man fucking drives a purple fucking, and by purple, I'm talking like fucking purple. Like purple, okay? Like Prince purple, okay? Like that. An old pickup truck that's fucking purple. I don't know any straight guys that drive a purple pickup truck. I know a lot of guys that drive pickup trucks. None of them are that purple, okay? So that should tell you something, okay? It's the showrunner's fucking truck is what they use in this scene. All right, anyway, well, the guy in there looks fucking straight. I mean, what the fuck? He looks like an average guy, ordinary fucking dude, middle-aged guy, he's got kind of longish hair. So we're supposed to assume that maybe this guy works at the studio that's making the pilot for Shay's TV show. Her fucking abortion of a show. Okay, so he's there. Okay, so Miranda's excited. Oh, thank God, somebody can pick me up. I've been standing out here all day, blah, blah, blah. I already missed the fucking dinner with Tony Danza, blah, blah. So the purple truck picks her up, okay, on the beach, okay? And obviously Miranda is very self-conscious because she fucking stinks like fucking shit, okay? And then also the fact that she's been fucking cleaning up the beach doesn't help either, all right? So she points that out, and he tells her he's not offended by her at all, although I would have been, get the fuck out of my truck. I'm not giving you a ride anywhere. But then again, I would never fucking, We'll get to that, okay? Anyway, I haven't gotten to that part yet, okay? But let's just say that I would never be that guy driving the truck, all right? No. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so he tells her that fucking he's, that he used to fucking do, I guess, he used to do fucking work release work or some shit out. He cleaned up the beach before, too, when he was a kid. So he recognizes the smell, okay? His name is Lyle. And he says, I'm a mixologist. Okay? Remember those old commercials back when Jared, the guy that fucking liked to, do things to little kids? Remember he's in jail right now? Remember Jared? He was a spokesman for Subway. Remember those old commercials when they used to call themselves a sandwich artist? Well, this guy's a mixologist. He means he's a fucking bartender. Okay. Yeah, I was a bartender too. I never called myself a mixologist, all right? And it turns out that this guy, Lyle, not only is he a mixologist, but the reason he knows Shay is because he's her fucking husband. Believe it or not. Oh my God, somebody actually married that thing. Oh my God, I don't know who's worse. I really don't. You know what? If they really wanted to be like more correct here, they should have cast like a trans man to marry Shay or a trans woman. That would have made a little bit more sense. But this guy looks like, he looks like the guy that fucking, he looks like the guy that fucking fixes your sink when it's clogged up, when you call the plumber and shit, the maintenance guy. That's what he looks like. He looks like a guy that would be married to fucking a land whale, I know there's that old joke by Rodney Dangerfield, like how do you have sex with a woman like that? Well, you slap her ass and ride the wave in, It's an old joke, but it's very apt. And I'm thinking like, dude, man, I hope they paid you enough money for this fucking scene, dude. The actor, whoever this fucking actor, he looks kind of familiar. I don't know where the fuck he's from, but he looks kind of familiar. I've seen him in something else. I just can't point out what it is right now. I hope they paid you enough money, dude, because this is what you're going to be remembered for. Okay, this is what you're going to be, your career. This is what you're going to be remembered for. All right, as Shay's fucking husband, not ex-husband, husband. Yeah, you put a ring on it. Think about that. Just think about that, ladies. Think about that, okay? He's in love. He's walking to the mall, going straight for fucking Tiffany's. he's looking at the rings. Yeah, I'm gonna put this on. And then think about Shay. Bro, dude, bro. Come on, man. Come on. Don't do this. Come on. Don't do this. Friends don't let friends fuck ugly women. So why aren't they? Well, they're not together anymore, right? So why aren't they together anymore? Well, it's obvious they didn't work out. Okay, well maybe it worked out once, but he worked it back in. Okay, enough of that. All right, I'm just trying. I'm trying not to fucking gross myself out, so I'm using humor. Okay, all right. You get the message. All right, okay. Yeah. Fucking. He's married to Ralph Cramden from the fucking Honeymooners. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I like them apples. Anyway, okay, so that's going on here. And of course, Miranda's fucking flabbergasted by this. She had no idea that Shay has a husband and that she's still married. Okay. And I'm going to raise a bullshit flag here because in real life, okay, even if let's say, for example, which would never happen, But let's say, for example, that this is showing like on the Sci-Fi Channel or something, and Miranda's actually pretty, but everything else is kind of the same. And then, a guy shows up to pick her up from the beach, and he says, that he's her husband or whatever. The guy in real life, okay, if that was me, which it would never be me, but let's say, for example, if it was me, I would never fucking tell. If I was in a situation where my ex-wife is now dating someone, and then my ex-wife calls me and says, hey, listen, you go pick up my girlfriend at the beach. She lost her phone, blah, blah, blah. And I decided to do it because I'm a nice guy. Okay. And then she's asking me, hey, so how do you know blah, blah, blah? Okay. To me, that's going to communicate to me that, okay, so this girl does not know who I am. Okay. She doesn't know, like my ex didn't tell her who I am. Okay. That I'm her husband, okay? So that's going to be a clue to me to shut the fuck up about it. There's a reason my ex did not tell her that she's still married to me. And because I know my ex and I don't know her, I'm not going to fucking spill the beans, okay? I'm just going to keep quiet about it, all right? And that's it. Oh, we're friends, that's it. And that would have been it, okay? We worked together on something a while back, and that's all I'm going to say, okay? That realistic, that's what happened. He wouldn't just fucking tell, oh, yeah, well, I'm still married to her. Yeah, I know you're fucking her, but I'm her husband. And then just change the subject. No, that's bullshit. That would never happen. You know why it happens in the show? Because a fucking gay guy wrote it. That's why. All right, moving right along. Tony Danza and Shay are eating Italian food. He doesn't want to play the Mexican. That's a big issue on this episode. He does not want to play the Mexican on the show because he's Italian. He's a fucking Guido. He even acts Italian. He overemphasizes his Italian, New York, Brooklyn accent, okay? Bay Ridge accent, or maybe he's from Jersey, whatever, like Sopranos. He's from Jersey, okay? And he doesn't feel comfortable playing a Mexican on the show, okay? He doesn't want to play Mexican because of the backlash from social media for cultural appropriation. Okay, well, that makes sense. It's funny because you never see that. Realistically, this would not happen. It only happens the other way around. In other words, you can always culturally appropriate a white person. You cannot culturally appropriate a person of color. Okay, what that means is that no one would ever allow a white person to play a Mexican. Okay, just like they would never allow a white person to play a black character. Okay, it would never happen, okay? The only thing that would be allowed, you can have a Mexican play a white person's character. You can also have a black person play a white person's character. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. That happens all the fucking time. Okay, but it can't be the other way around. So the fact that Tony Danza was even hired to play a Mexican dad on a fucking Mexican sitcom is bullshit. That would never happen, okay? If anything, it would have been the other way around. It would have been an Italian sitcom, and they would have hired a Mexican guy to play the Italian dad. That would have happened, okay? But so this show's already fucking in the upside down land from fucking Stranger Things. All right, so that's going on, and he doesn't feel comfortable doing it. Okay, why the fuck did you take the job? If you feel so uncomfortable doing it, why the fuck did you take the job, okay? You have no problem playing a fucking Guido version of yourself for fucking 20 years on TV. You have no problem with that, okay? Playing a stereotypical dumbass fucking Italian, okay? From Jersey. You have no problem doing that, okay? But you have a problem doing this, okay? Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, moving right along. Yeah, I am mad at Tony Danza for even fucking taking this role in this fucking show. He must really be hard up for work. Last time I heard, he retired from acting. What the fuck's he doing? I thought he was like teaching high school and shit. He got like a regular job. Now he's doing this shit. What the fuck, dude? Not a way to make a comeback, Tony Danza. Not a way to make a comeback. Okay? Jesus Christ. All right. Anyway, so that's going on here. Okay. He decides that he wants the mom to be the Mexican one. Okay. The mom on the show should be the Mexican one. Okay. And Shay says like, but my mom's Irish. He's like, Irish, Mexican, it's all the fucking same. What is Irish? What is Mexican? Okay, it's Irish, okay, but with better food. Or was it Italian? Who gives a fuck? This is a stupid ass conversation. Anyway, so Tony says, Italian. It's just Irish with better food. It's a little bit subtle differences, okay? A little bit subtle differences, all right? Ireland and Italy aren't necessarily next to each other in Europe, okay? They're pretty far away. different people, different language, different food, okay? Different everything, all right? They're not the same, okay? Just because they're both fucking Catholic doesn't mean shit, all right? Okay, so yeah. The fact that Tony Danza even said this, I know he's just portraying a parody of himself, but the fact that he said this means he doesn't give a shit about his own career, his own legacy, okay? Anybody could take this clip out of context and say that Tony Danza is a racist, okay? And honestly, he's starting to convince me too, because like this is stupid, all right? If I had any sort of principles, any sort of morals, I never would have accepted a fucking role like this. Where I have to play a fucking dumbass version of myself, a racist version of myself. Okay, that's not good. That's not good PR. Okay, I know Tony Diaz hasn't done anything significant in a while, but I thought he was retired. This is not the way to get back in the game at all. This is just fucking ruining your own brand. Okay? He's like, I spoke to ABC. If you approve of it, your Irish mother is now dead. And we switch all of her emotional scenes to the Mexican grandmother, your abuela. And the way he says it's abuela. Okay, he's your abuela. Yeah, Angela, Mona, Samantha. Get over here. I'm ready to do a little corner on myself. Angela. Sorry, I can't help it. I watched Who's the Boss when growing up, okay? I watched it. Anyway. I still gotta watch the little Taxi episodes too. I know he was on that too. All right, anyway, Now here's a funny thing. Okay, obviously, it's all liberals wrote this shit, okay? This is all fucking liberal Democrats, okay? Far leftists that wrote this fucking shit here, okay? And do they even realize how racist they're being? Of course they don't. They don't even realize how racist they're being right now. This is a joke. This is a punchline, okay? Whenever anyone else, other than themselves, makes a joke like this, you're automatically deemed racist. You are canceled. You see what I mean? Here they are making racist fucking jokes, but because they're the ones doing it, it's okay. It's okay when the leftists do it. It's okay when the leftists are racist. Okay? But when anyone else does it, no, they're the bad racists. You see what I mean? You see this fucking bullshit, this white savior complex that basically says like, hey, as long as I'm a far leftist and I'm white, it's okay. I can do whatever the fuck I want. But anyone else who's white and is not a far leftist and not right here, then no, they gotta get canceled. We gotta stop them. You see what I mean? This is bullshit. Fucking white savior all the fucking way. My God. Anyway. And that's the people that make this fucking show, you know? Jesus Christ. You know, it's like those colleges where they have like all black dormitories, you know, where they approve of that. You know? Yeah. And here you got all these fucking brainwashed kids, these brainwashed black kids that are going, yeah, let's stick it to the white man. See, we got our own doors. You ain't allowed in here. How you like them apples? You know, meanwhile, the white fuckers that are in charge of the school, you know, they're all like, they bought it. You see what I mean? That's what's going on here. This is stupid. Too fucking ignorant to realize that you're being used. God damn. Anyway, yeah. So Tony Danza says, I've come too far to get canceled right now. I've come too far to get canceled now. And the hardcore Danza fans agree with me. He calls his hardcore fans the Danza Lions. Get it? The Danza Lions. And that kind of throws Shay for a loop. Like, she thinks that's fucking weird. Really, Shay? You think it's weird for him to call his fucking fan group the Danza Lions? You think that's fucking weird and awkward and odd and it shouldn't be spoken out loud? You know what? You want to see something even worse than that? Go look in the fucking mirror, you disgusting land whale piece of shit. I know what you're thinking, Shay. You're thinking like, he's going to the moon. He's going to go to the moon. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, Shay. Fuck you. Fuck you. I would love to see how tough you are in front of a real man. Yeah, exactly. It's funny because I've seen that before. I've walked by protests where you have these like transgendered men, you know, are there trying to act all big and bad and tough, and then they fucking talk to a guy like, hey, fuck you piece of shit, you cisgendered hetero bullshit patriarchy. I was like, what'd you say to me? And they're like, huh! You know, they go just like that, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I guess we're not the same then, are we? No. All right, anyway. Yeah, I see that a lot, actually. Okay. Anyway, move right along. Seema. Okay, Seema has dinner with Zed, okay, her boyfriend. They got back together, even though he's still living with his ex-wife. Okay, and that pissed her off, but she took him back because apparently they're living together, but they're not together, okay? And they're both sharing mousse at a restaurant. Okay, they're eating chocolate mousse, which is delicious, by the way. And no wonder she's fat, because she eats too much fucking mousse. I'm sorry, but hey, Seema, you're gaining weight, man. I'm sorry, you're gaining weight. You're gaining weight. Anyway, and another thing about this show, everyone's fucking fascinated with food here on this show, and just like crap. Everyone's fascinated with food. Everyone's always eating. Everyone on this fucking show eats out at nice restaurants for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, fucking 7 days a week. Every single character. Nobody fucking eats at home. You ever notice that? And they're always talking about the food. They always got to point out the food that they're eating. You know, we're eating hummus tonight, or, you know, tonight we're going to eat a souffle, or we're eating chocolate mousse right now. You go, oh, let's not let the ravioli get bad. You know, that kind of shit, you know? Like, what the fuck? That's every fucking episode. God damn. What the fuck is this fascination with food? God damn. All right, anyway. And that was on Sex and the City, too. Every fucking episode, they had to point out the food they were eating. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a shit what they're eating? The point is what they're talking about, not what they're fucking eating. All right, anyway. Zed wants her to invest $100K in a new nightclub in Manhattan. Really? Okay, dude, man, you have no idea how to fucking seduce women, okay? First of all, he's the owner of the hottest nightclub in Brooklyn, and now he's thinking about investing into a new nightclub, all right? For 200 grand, or she comes up with 100 grand, he comes up with another 100 grand, all right? Now, if you're really trying to use fucking Seema for her money, dude, you do not this is not how you do it, okay? Okay, first of all, you've got to be a lot more. You don't fucking try to hit up your girlfriend for 100 grand after she just broke up with you and then took you back like that, okay? That's not the time when you try to hit her up, okay? Okay, once you've established trust, if you're trying to fuck her over like that, you know, and use her for her money, if you're a con man, you got to establish trust. First of all, you better be really good in bed. Otherwise, she ain't gonna fucking take you seriously, okay? But then after a while, after you've got her hooked, then that's when you spring it on her. That's when you spring on the money. You do it subtly. You get her thinking about it first, you know, a little bit more. And then when she's comfortable thinking about that kind of stuff, then you say, hey, by the way, I know a guy that, blah, 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 you know, he's just 100 grand each, that's how you do it. Okay? She just dumped you and took you back. So right now she's iffy about you. That's not when you fucking ask her for 100 grand. Okay? You're a fucking dumbass for a con man. You know, how the fuck did you ever fucking do anything? If you're this fucking stupid. Anyway, well, obviously Seema sees this as a red flag, which it is. You know, of course, this is the episode when they're starting to get rid of all the guys. Okay, this is the episode where they're getting rid of all the guys from last season. Zed, she hooked up with them last season. Franklin, she hooked up with them last season. Okay, now it's time to get rid. We're right in the beginning of the second season. We got to get rid of those guys from last season. The holdovers from last season. Time to get rid of them. Okay, so that's what's happening here. Okay. So that's going on, but not Shay though. No, not Shay. Okay, so that's what's going on here. Okay, she's pissed off. She says she'd rather invest in herself, and she fucking leaves him there to fucking pay the bill. Of course she does. And she walks out like she's fucking Joan Collins again, okay? Because she thinks she's fucking Joan Collins, okay? Even though Joan Collins in her prime was a hell of a lot better looking. Hell, Joan Collins as a 52-year-old was a hell of a lot better looking than Seema, okay? You are not fucking Joan Collins, bitch. All right, okay? My mom used to watch Dynasty back in the day, okay? Joan Collins looked fucking good for a 52-year-old, all right? You can learn something from Joan Collins, okay? All right, anyway. So that's going on here, okay? Meanwhile, Miranda is back home. She's waiting for Shay to get there. She's all pissed off. Of course she is, because she just found out that this guy that she met, Lyle, is her husband, okay? She tells her that, Miranda, of course, loses her shit because it's always about her. It's always about her fucking problems. Okay, if Shay even looks at her funny, she automatically thinks that Shay doesn't want her anymore, and then she's got to become a big fucking drama queen about it. Okay, this big fucking suck ass. Okay, yeah. So, of course, Shay gets there, and she's like, I don't even know your number! I don't even know your number! Well, nobody knows anybody's number. That's why they fucking save it on their phone. Jesus Christ, I didn't know you were married! Well, that is kind of a fuck up. And what really pissed me off is that Shay got all fucking moralistic last season, okay, because she was fucking Miranda, and she just assumed that Miranda was in an open relationship with her husband, okay, without ever fucking checking on that, and Miranda just, didn't say nothing, so I guess that meant it was okay. No, Miranda was cheating on her husband, okay? And Shay's like, I am not a homewrecker. Get the fuck out of here. You're fucking married. You're fucking married. God damn it. And you're ugly. See, I told you, this show belongs on the fucking Sci-Fi Channel. It doesn't belong on fucking, on Max, okay? Not at all. Okay, that's going on here. But you know what belongs? That belongs on fucking Shudder, dude. I get fucking scared every time they transition to a new fucking scene, dude. All right, anyway, moving right along. So she's like, okay, well, technically, I'm married, yeah. We're both slackers. We just never got around to get divorced, that's all. Yeah, that happens to me, too. Every once in a while, I just forget to get divorced, Hey, happens to anybody. Yeah, okay, so Shay's like, I don't even know who I am. You complaining about not knowing who I am? I don't even know who I am. Shit, I thought I was Mexican-Irish. now I'm Italian-Mexican. What the fuck? According to Tony Danza, now I'm Italian-Mexican. And Shay starts kissing Miranda. She goes, hey. And she's, yeah, I'm not, yeah. You get the point, okay? Once she starts kissing Miranda, all the fucking red flags just go out the window. Fuck it, all that, and they just, yeah. Yeah, crisis averted. Yeah, that easy, okay? Meanwhile, Franklin and Carrie, they arrive to work, and Chloe, that's the crippled station manager with the blonde hair, the middle-aged that treats everyone like shit. She calls everyone motherfucker, you asshole piece of shit. You're gonna do what I fucking say or I'm gonna lose the fucking station. She talks to everyone just like that, okay? Well, Franklin and Carrie arrive at work. All right, and everyone's moving shit. Okay, nothing's turned on. All the employees are running like crazy, packing up their boxes and shit. And they're like, "What's going on here? What's going on?" Okay, well, Chloe arrives in her wheelchair because she's crippled and she's pregnant. Don't ask. Okay, and she tells them that they fucking lost the station. The station got sold. Okay, they lost. Everyone's out of a job, including Carrie and Franklin. Okay, now Carrie doesn't give a shit because she's a fucking multimillionaire. Okay, that she inherited all of the fucking money that her fucking dead husband left her when she fucking killed him. Okay, Franklin on the other hand, no, not so much. Okay, but he's not upset either. Why? Because he's a fucking pussy and doesn't give a shit. He's a limp dick asshole who's got the charisma of fucking white bread. He doesn't give a shit either. He just fucking is just there to be there. He's just there, okay? Anyway, so that's what happened, okay? And the reason they went out of business because Carrie refused to do that fucking vagina ad. She refused to do a commercial for a vagina product, okay? Because that's beneath her. Yeah, it made her feel self-conscious. Well, bitch, you don't fucking need to work. They do. Okay, so basically she's responsible for everyone there losing their job. And Carrie doesn't give a shit. It's never even brought up. No one even talks about that. Franklin's not even mad at her that now he's fucking unemployed and he's got to go fucking find a job because unlike Carrie, he didn't inherit fucking millions of dollars by killing his spouse like Carrie did. Okay, so yeah, but he's not mad about it at all. He's just like, oh, okay, damn it, that kind of thing, right? So they got to pack up their shit and leave. Okay, there's a big uncomfortable silence in the elevator, and we remember that because that's where they first kissed was in that elevator. Okay, and they just hold their coffee mugs there and don't say anything, right? Well, Carrie suggests when they get downstairs, they suggest that they sell the podcast, okay, and that Franklin produce it, but Franklin doesn't want to do it. He's like, well, you know what? There's no demand for this podcast, Back, last week, before the station got sold, I could have done something with it, but now I don't even give a shit about it. I don't even care about your podcast anymore, Okay, and Frank is like, I want more than just he's besides, I want more than just a Thursday night thing. Because that's all he's a Thursday night booty call for Carrie. That's all he's good for. That's all she wants from him. She doesn't want to meet his friends. She don't have that bourbon party on the roof. She doesn't want to fucking get emotional with him at all. He's just a booty call every Thursday night after they do the podcast, all right? And he wants more than that because it's believable that this good-looking fucking 40-year-old guy, would want to fuck a 57-year-old hag who murdered her husband. And now just cost him his job. Yeah, it's very believable that he's still in love with her, and because she doesn't feel the same way about him, he's gonna break it off. Yeah, that makes a lot of fucking sense. I believe it. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, you're right. Fucking right. Yeah, and if you believe that, I got a bridge I want to sell you. Okay, so that's going on here. He wants more than just Thursday night. Dude, motherfucker, dude, you could have been, dude, you should have a fucking girl every night. Okay, she could be your Thursday night hag. Okay, and then you can fuck the hot girls the other 6 days of the week. What the fuck? Why'd you put all your eggs in one basket? That's not realistic. A guy that looks like this, and by that I mean a male model trying to become a real actor, not a real life fucking podcast producer. Have you ever seen a real life podcast producer? They don't look like him. Okay, I'm talking about like him. What he looks like, okay, would be fucking. There'd be a different girl every fucking day. A guy like him, yeah, would be a beautiful woman every fucking day. She can stay his Thursday night. Personally, I would have a girl after her. For my late Thursday night, it would be a different girl. But this show ain't gonna go there. Why? Because it's written by gay guys. All right, so that's going on here. Okay, yeah. So he's sweating Carrie. Now, I would have sweat Carrie back in 1997. I would have, because she was hot back then. Now, not so much. All right. So that's going on here. Okay, Carrie's like, okay, then thank you for the Sex in the City, and that is a double entendre. No fucking shit, it is. All right. And then they hug goodbye. All right. And then she says, and just like that, I freed up my entire week. Okay, good for you, Carrie. Good for you. And fuck you and fuck this fucking show. All right. That's the end of episode 2 of season 2. I'll be back shortly to continue my review. This time we're going to go into fucking episode 3 of season 2. All right. And I'll see you on that one. All right. Thank you for watching this long. Bye.